Yes, we are live, people. Wagwan. Welcome back to the Hotspur Cave White Heart Pain podcast episode. I think this is number 7.
I think so.
It's 7 or
I
8.
think
Am I bugging?
this might be episode 8. This might be episode 8. I don't know. Guys, what episode did I put in the title? I don't know.
You put 7.
It's 7. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Episode 7. You get me? Me, Elijah, R1. We're here. We're live. Make sure you're subscribing. Mods, see, I'm half asleep. I didn't put the lads in it. Hey, mods, get their links. Put it in the chat, please. Please and thanks. And yeah, man, then what you saying?
I'm good, man. Personally, obviously, can't be too upset after a good, convincing win. Season relies on Europa League now. The Premier League, as we was talking backstage, I didn't even know he was playing this weekend. I'll be real, I'm that checked out. I don't know what's going on in the Prem. That's where I'm at with it, man. I just want it to end, bro. If we're gonna be out of the Europa League, let's just, you know what I'm saying, let's just get through this next round or get as far as we're going, because you see where it is. It's a double-sided coin, the Europa League at this point, where I feel like we win it and we're all excited. We've won the Europa League. We're gassed. Champions League next season. Trophy drought over. Bare stones killed with this one move. But that also means that we will remain with Ange next season.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can do that again. I don't know if I can sit here and be 13th casually like how I am now. Like where it's all normalized. I'm calm with it. I don't think I can do that again. So that's my thing, man.
I hear it, bro. It's one of them ones.
What you saying,
Hey, I'm chilling. I can't. You know what it is here with Spurs? I've just accepted this is what we're doing, innit? It's one of them. I might as well have delusional faith in it. It's one of them ones. So I'm hoping we can win the Europa League. I'm hoping. I believe the squad's good enough, but my delusion comes from will this manager be able to get us over the line? And my heart is telling me no, but my gut is telling me yes, bro. You can do it, fam. So I'm not gonna lie. If I'm already of the belief that Ange's gonna be here if we win the Europa League or not. If he's gonna get sacked, he'll get sacked next year. So at this point, if he managed to win a trophy, it's extra, and it's one of them ones. All I have to do is just say, "Yo, I was wrong for thinking he can't win a trophy," and hey, we move on in it. But he's gonna be here regardless, man. My thoughts on the manager, I don't even think about it. Yeah, because you look at what he survived, bro. Man survived being in 16th. Man survived losing.
He survived a lot, you know.
Yeah, survived losing almost 20 games.
Like, this is a man with super bullet holes in him right now. Like, he's got about
plot armor is insane, bro.
It's insane, bro.
The plot armor is crazy.
No way, you just can't kill the main character no matter what.
Oh, I'm telling you, bro. This guy,
he's got that Percival plot armor.
Bro, this guy's Optimus Prime, bro.
That's
I'm saying he's Optimus Prime. Even when he's dead, yeah, they find a way to revive him, bro. Like,
yeah, bro.
Knocked
just
out of 2 cuts.
Because really and truly, he should be dead. This is a zombie like that we have right now. This is a dead man. I don't know how.
Bro. Any other manager, they would have been sacked
at
already,
any
bro.
club.
Even Poch got sacked for this.
At any club, not even a club that sacks. Like, I'm talking down to Southampton. Any fucking club.
Well, Southampton, they sacked their manager.
They sacked their manager.
They sacked their manager after
like
December.
3 months ago, bro. They sacked him after we beat them. How long ago was that? Bro.
Was that December, fam?
That was in December.
Long time, bro.
Hey, this guy's like Slade, bro. He don't die, bro. No matter what you do to him, he will not die. Man. You know the one. So
stays alive, taking the piss out of the club. Well, to be honest, the club are taking the piss out of us, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll probably, if we make it to the final, yeah, bags getting spent, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? The money's getting spent. We're all gonna be gassed. Everyone's gonna be cheery, giddy, haha. And I'll be real, they'll probably still lose the final.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Oh yeah,
we'll probably still lose the final. And then
I'm going for the vlog, fam. You know, like that. That's what I'm going for.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a nightmare, man. But I wanted to ask the man a few questions. It's not even about the game or nothing like that. I kind of just want to talk about because in one of my many Tottenham GCs. We've got a few Romero Glazers. You know what I'm saying? What's the guy's thoughts on Romero? Because I'm hearing people telling me that this guy is irreplaceable. What crack are you smoking? Is my question to you. But man, is Romero irreplaceable? Is he irreplaceable, or is this guy just chatting out of his ass?
Just chatting shit, man. Whoever said that, I don't know, man. Like, Romero is far from irreplaceable, bro. Romero is like Romero. Yeah, he's good. Like, I like Romero. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus and be like, yeah, he's shit and all that, and start all that. Because I think he's a good defender. But there's
Did you
things
think
I
he
don't
was
like.
good in the AZ game?
No, and I don't think he was good in the Bournemouth game either. I don't think he's been good. I think he's actually been quite shit since he's come back. Like, actually rubbish. He made one good tackle in the AZ game, though. He did make one good tackle, but that's all he's done since he's come back. So I don't think he's necessarily looked good since he's come. And people might want to say, his head's turned now. By who? Like, and in fact, let me not even say by who. There's teams that will buy him, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, even if your head is turned, so what? Go then. Like, that's how I see with Romero. Like, I see it as, if your head's not gonna be here and you think you're better than the club, or you think you're above playing for Spurs or whatever, especially when you're not even putting in top level performances. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, I think he's had more worse games for Spurs than he's had good games. I feel like every time, like when you watch Romero, for example, every time the spotlight's here, so let's say we're playing a top six seed, a big six side, he never has good games versus them. When was the last time you can say he had a good game versus Arsenal, good game versus Liverpool, good game versus Chelsea, good game versus Man United, even good game versus City? City maybe when in his first debut season, when he first came here, he had a decent game versus them.
Not having a good game against United is actually bad. That is actually tragic. That is tragic. If you can't have a good game against them, man, you're shit. Sorry. That is bad. I don't even expect you to turn up against a Brighton or a Bournemouth. But if you can't turn up against United, bro, then
you should expect it. If he's irreplaceable, you should expect it, though.
But that's not. But that's this United now. But that's this United now.
Do you know what they said? Do you know what they said to me, Brandon? Yeah. They said it's like. They said it's like having a midfielder at centre.
It is. It is though. And it is. He's very reckless. he's a reckless. He plays like a midfielder. Like, he doesn't the way. But do you know what the worst thing? This
guy's a midfielder with no midfielder traits.
That's what I was about to say.
Because he took the fielder out. He's just
midfield. He's whack.
He's just mid.
He'll be rubbish if you put. I swear to God, if you put Romero in midfield, boy, it's dark. If you try
come on, man. Big up George.
Besides, if it's like having a midfield and defense, then that means you're missing out on a defender, bro. That's what that means, bro. You know, like that. You got George every time.
I just feel like, I feel like, you see, I think I don't know if I've been harsh on Van der Ven, but I feel like I've in the last 2 games that he's played, I think he's looked pretty decent. I think he's looked all the. Yeah, we'll get to
but the glaze is crazy. How we talk about Romero and my man's coming. Hey, don't chat about Bergvall, dog. Man, you just guardian angel, fam. Allow that, bro. Man's gonna get a gold do-rag, fam. What's going on, fam? What's going on, bro? The glaze is insane, fam.
Nah, man. Listen, he's been moving like fourth in recently. I'll give my man his praise in it.
He has been Bart Simpson, bro.
I said Bart Simpson. Oh,
man. Shout out Bart and that. You know what I'm saying?
He's Mando, yeah.
Yo, don't kill me. Continue on. Go, continue.
Yeah, for real though. What was I saying again? Yeah, Romero. Yeah, Romero can cut, man. Long story short, like, if he wants to go, Romero can go, bro. Like, I'm not with all that. Like, I don't think that we need to be pulling out any flowers to keep him. I think.
Where does he go?
Someone will buy him. I think in his mind he's going to Real Madrid. I think in his brain it's telling him he's going somewhere there. My eyes are telling me you're going to like AC Milan or something. Okay, you're going AC Milan, or you're not going that far.
He's not going
Athletic. You're not going that far, my brother. Like, I don't think that. That's what I'm saying.
So they want Saliba and Gabriel now. I mean, they're not going to get both of them, innit? But They want
Yeah, they'll much
Saliba.
rather
They
go
want
for a
Saliba,
screen,
bro.
Yeah,
Let's
they'll
be
much
real.
rather
Let's
go
be
for a
real.
screen,
Every Tottenham fan can agree, bro. We're taking Saliba over Romero.
over
I'm
Romero,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Romero's
Like
clumsy, man.
you can't deny that, bro. Do you know what I'm
Romero's
saying? So
clumsy.
there's no way Madrid are taking Romero over Saliba, bro.
But I will say, you see some of the mistakes he made in the Bournemouth game, yeah, that was down to Ange, if you ask me, because you're trying to do this, playing it out from the back thing versus man-to-man press supreme. Like these man, that's their thing. This man-to-man press thing, they're gonna be on you.
Big up, John.
So you trying to make every time he's trying to make a pass, he's got 3 man running towards him. You know, I was looking at that and I thought, this is kind of tactical because Romero's not the worst passer. When you see things like the gaps between players, between him and who he has to pass to in the midfield, it's like, brother, like this is like a 100-meter sprint in between there, bro. Like the space that he has to pass the ball.
Nah,
just to
bro.
get
I'm
it through the
sorry,
field.
R1. I'm sorry. We're not having this blonde Rodri. This has to stop. This
Man
has
said
to
blonde
stop.
Rodri.
We had this on yesterday's street, bro. This has to stop. This blonde Rodri talk. George, look
Was
who
it
you
the same
started.
brother, fam? I don't even know.
Yeah,
if
this
it was
is
the same
George.
brother.
Nah,
This is
George.
I
Look
know. I
who
tell you,
you
George's
started.
enabling, bro. I told you, Jay. George enables these man. You know.
Yeah,
I told you, fam.
He's got his
Told
little
you he
George, look who
enables
you
these man.
started, my brother.
The Bergvall cave, fam. He's got it building up. He's got his little
Bro,
minis.
look what George sent me, fam. Hold on. Look what he sent me, bro. It's not even gonna focus, fam. How is it not focus? It's a gold do-rag, bro.
Oh,
He sent me the gold do-rag, fam.
Livo got it.
Yeah, he already got it, fam. I'll tell you, the
Actually
claim
got
is
the
there,
thing.
bro.
Oh shit.
It's there,
Oh
bro.
shit. Yo, he might be
Hey.
rocking that for the next watch along. Hey George, if you're here, bro, rock that for the next
Yeah,
watch
you have to
along.
rock that now.
Bergvall starts. You have to rock that. And if he drops a stinker, you have to rock that all stream, bro.
Nah,
That's
he's
the
blocked
Bergvall
Rodri
hype,
because
over
Rodri's
there.
got an ACL tear right now, innit? So he pretty much is on that level still. So
Yeah,
you know,
man.
I'm
Of
allowed
course,
him this
George is a
season.
good. That's my brother, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
man. That's
Blonde
broski.
What are we
Rodri's
saying
mad
about
well.
Bergvall though, for real?
Nah, fourth in is crazy.
Bergvall, you know, it is, yeah. And to be fair, Romero falls under this too, bro. People like to throw a lot of buzzwords around in it, like they got Mr. Rudang in it. People throw a lot of buzzwords around, like irreplaceable, generational. You know, all these buzzwords in it, like we've heard them all the time. It's one of them ones where it's like a bunch of these men are just not that in it. Like I don't think there's anyone in the squad that's generational. I don't think there's anyone in the squad that's irreplaceable.
Yeah.
But we just got a bunch of Robins in the team, innit? We got a bunch of role players. It's one of them, man. We ain't got no superstar.
I
We
hear
maybe got a
enough
couple
noise
second
about him,
options.
Did you say we have a bunch of Robins?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of side man, innit? You know what I'm saying? Shout out KSI and that.
Even
You know what I'm
that's too
saying?
much praise, though. Even calling them Robin is too much praise, bro.
Man ain't got no big dogs in
At
it.
least Robin.
Nah, we got
Robin
what do you call
could
it? We
do a
got back girls
1-2
and that. You know what I'm
a
saying,
1-2
fam?
flick, blood.
Man ain't got
Brennan
no one
Johnson
in the
flick
team
anyone.
that's gonna tell man, yeah, I need 350. I need 350 a week. You know
Oh
that's a
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
We haven't
None of
got
them I
no
can
man
really
in the
demand
squad.
200, bro. None of them can really demand 200 like that. I ain't
And then
gonna
I'm
lie.
seeing talks about Bentoncourt trying to demand 150. I'm thinking, bro, shut your mouth. Like,
Bro, I will pay him
Pardon?
150 to get out
you
the
know what I'm
club, bro.
saying?
Like,
Trying
I'll
to
pay him
talk about
150.
150. Like 150 what? not 150 Great British.
What, yen?
You don't. That's not what you're talking about.
You
Oh,
don't talk
brother.
about pounds.
Stinking up the place. Cause
You
he is
don't
on
talk about
75, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, for a top 6, for a big 6 side, getting 75k a week for a near enough starting player is disgusting. But at the same
Who said this? Who said Dembele regen? Who called Bergvall a
Better not be
Dembele
George,
regen?
you know.
That
It
better
better
not
not
it
be
have
is
been
George.
George, or I'm gonna call him straight after this stream and
George is
make him
probably on
answer
Twitter
to these
spreading a
crimes.
madness.
It better not be George,
This
Sam.
better not
He
have
is
been
spreading
George,
a
Mr. Uday.
madness.
Man
From
said
Propaganda
150
is
Ugandan shillings.
Yeah, bro.
And chill.
Or some kind of rupees or some kind of something, bro.
Look what the club's
£8.
gone to. This is the second person I've seen have Ange Hater in their YouTube name. Like man, them are changing their YouTube name to Ange Haters, bro. This is where the club is going, fam.
Bro, I
This is
saw
how
a tweet
people are choosing
yesterday.
to riot,
Alright,
bro.
lads, I saw a tweet yesterday, right? I had to respond to it because you know how I am on Twitter, bro. I'll
Active.
But bro, the guy said, all you Ange haters are quiet now.
I'm not.
As I expected. hold this ginormous W. What the? How are you telling
I've been
us to
streaming
hold
more
the
now.
W?
I've been
How
streaming
is-
more now than ever before.
Think about that for a second. I want chat. Think about this for 1 second. Yeah, is that a violation? He's telling us to hold a W.
I don't feel violated personally.
He's telling us to hold a W.
I'd love that. Thank you.
What
Thank
did
you.
they think we're gonna do? What do they think this means? What do they think?
They see
this
it
means,
see it as a thing, yeah, where it's like they think they've got the W because they think, oh, we told you so, we told you this, we and just whatever.
Ah,
But
fam.
really,
Even like Thai AFTV.
yeah, slightly.
Facts.
You
Big
just
up,
need the
Soul
glasses,
Boy.
fam.
Big up. What you saying, man?
Big up,
Benton
man.
call more like Benton.
Connor. Benton lemon curd, you know. Oh, yo. Big up Connor every time, man. My guy.
Big up Connor, man. Big up.
Oh my god.
As for Benton Core, he could go back to Uruguay, racist clown. Facts, though. He is very racist. I don't care what no one says. That wasn't a joke.
The South Americans are different over there, fam.
He meant that shit.
Like Belly, yeah,
I'm
look.
Australian.
I said John and
I
is
hate
that
this
Bella, fam? I think I've seen Bella before.
That's Bella, bro. Big up Bella, man. What
Shout out
about
to Bella,
last
man.
2
I
months?
don't know where I've
before
seen
that?
Bella before. but I've seen
Exactly.
Bella at some
It doesn't
point.
matter. It doesn't matter. This is exactly
matter.
what I said. If we win the Europa League, yeah, it's just gonna paper over the cracks. Everyone's gonna forget, yeah, that we've only won 3 games in a row twice under Ange. Like, does that make
My
sense?
days.
This guy is meant to be the greatest manager ever.
Hold
Three
on.
in a row
Won
twice,
3
you know.
games in a row twice.
All we need is 3 more people, yeah, and them man will be the Ange Power Rangers, bro. You know, like that.
That's it,
They'll
bro.
be the Ange hater Power Rangers.
I just don't
I learned
understand
something
it.
fucked about Power Rangers the other day, by the way. You know, it's all stolen from some Japanese like TV show and that.
Yeah.
All the clips, all the clips, all the backflips and that, they're just stolen and that.
Yeah.
But it's not licensed.
I'm not surprised, bro. What you see black men, white girls do backflips.
Power Rangers man
Crazy.
spread it up. It's done. It's over. So there's nothing you can do to him now.
It's done, man.
He stole the idea and ran with it. It's done.
Yeah, I'm not
Paul
surprised,
G.
man. Big up, Paul. Yes, sir.
Win
Yes, sir.
that
Yes,
Tottenham, have that men in black neutralizer.
You know what it is? These Anjin, man, they got the little Men in Black thing. You know when they're like, close your eyes. He just clicks the thing, erase your memory.
Wipe my memory quick.
Bro,
Yeah, I'm saying they wipe your memory,
win.
bro.
You know what Northside always says? Look into my eyes.
It's not even the one win, Jay.
Yeah,
It's the one goal, fam. It
One
was
goal.
It was the one goal.
Yeah, that changes
Bro,
everyone's memory,
that
boy.
goal was big up. Yeah, man. Destiny 5. You had to get
Guys
professionally
are all changing
booked.
their profile pics to Odeberg. Think about that. Why you got a next man as your profile picture, bro?
It's that man there, though.
Bro.
And it's not even him in a football kit or like a cool football photo. It's a man in civilian clothing. If you like him, just say
Civilian
that,
is great.
But sometimes that's what it is. That's what I was saying.
Bro, it's not a bank heist, bro. It's about civilians, bro. Hey, man, excited gonna rob the place, fam. Civilians, you know.
Oh, bro. Hey, Spurs fans are slowly becoming Arsenal fans by the day, and it's scary, man.
This might just be a football thing at this point, you know. The
It's
amount of
scary,
people I
man.
see, the amount of like weird ass like Twitter profiles I see, man, them just free riding these footballers, bro. Oh my god.
I could never put an X-Man football picture as my picture, bro. Like,
yeah,
the
bro,
only picture I'll ever put here, you see where you got that background thing. If we was to pick up something, I'll put the team's picture there of us.
Yeah, that's cool. If
Yeah,
you
but
got
that's
the team
calm.
picture next to a
It's not me,
trophy,
brother.
that's calm.
Or something else.
Yeah,
Man
your
has in
banner
his house.
doesn't
Why you got a
represent
picture of the guy in his house?
Crazy.
Why is that on your phone?
Yeah, exactly. Why do you even have that?
Someone's wondering, like, you went and snuck through his window and took the picture yourself,
It's
bro.
like, did you take the picture? Free.
It's
Nah,
a picture you can't find on the internet nowhere.
We're
gonna get onto this, Star. Don't worry, bro. We're gonna get.
Yeah, we're just trying to enjoy it.
Yeah, man.
The time
Before
we
we
have
have
as
to
much
get
as we
miserable,
can, bro.
we're just trying to get our laughs out. Spurs doing super hentai settings. Jesus Christ.
Lord of mercy.
Next. 2 goals and we all forget about how dead Odeberg. Yep, facts. It don't matter though.
That is true.
It don't matter, man. You know,
That one goal,
you know what other teams, yeah? I was watching like Champions League, for example. I'm just looking at all the fullbacks because kind of that's what I do a lot now. Like I just find myself looking at fullbacks of other clubs just to see like what do they do, like where are they? And I'm always looking, I'm always thinking, all right, that's where Porro would be. And I'm looking, and their team is going to be a number 10, or it's going to be a inside inverting winger, or somebody that's meant to kind of be there. I'm thinking that's where Porro would be, and then all this space here would be free to get attacked. I just think, yeah, I don't see how we win the Europa League without who we got next. Because I've actually forgotten. I'll be real.
Frankfurt, man. They're a badass team.
They're a bad boy team as well.
What are they playing in Germany right now?
They're fourth, bro. They're cold. They're cold, fam. I can't lie. They lost Marmouche, but them man have still been marching on, fam. I'm telling you, they're
they got
good
PSG
team.
striker, innit?
Yeah, Ekitike. That's his name. Yeah. But they are a very good team. They are a very good team. 100%, they're very good.
I'm thinking there's got to be some kind of tweaks going into that game because I honestly, I think we're going to get tactically worked. Like, we're going to get smoked in this one. Yeah, like, I don't think we have a hope, boys.
That's why it's like I'm just trying to enjoy the time I have now in it because I'm gonna be real. My prediction, is that we're gonna lose at home. That's my honest like. It's gonna be a 2-1 at home. Like that's my honest prediction. And it's like obviously, man wants Spurs to win Europa League. Everyone here in the chat on the panel wants Spurs to win in it. But it's like, bro, Ange don't change his. He's said for years he's not gonna change his tactics under any circumstances because the style he wants to play. But we see against AZ here, we're up. There's 10 minutes left. We're up by 1 goal. On aggregate, you know what he does? He's still pressing.
Yeah, I was thinking, bro, hold the lead, bro. Like this is where you gotta be, sit back a little bit and defend now.
Like, imagine that's Frankfurt. Imagine that's Lazio.
Just launch
imagine
it forward, bro.
That's Bilbao.
Just launch it forward.
Yeah, imagine that's one of them teams with more quality. They'll be able to actually pop it round, fam. Like we're out there pressing with 10 minutes to go, bro. Just you know what I'm saying. Just hold the lead.
Do you not think this is also worrying? Do you not get worried about this as well? Yeah, that after 18 months, longer than 18 months now, I think we've had Ange. Ange doesn't know his best midfield three. Do you not think that's a bit worrying?
That's because they're all shit.
Even if they are,
bro. No,
even if they are, you still have to have your go-to three.
Bro, he doesn't have a best midfield three. They're all shit.
Worried, bro. Even if
so he has to just adapt. He has to just you have to keep rotating them. One, because Bentancur can't stay fit. That's just fact. He's always getting injured. 2, Bissouma inconsistent as fuck. 3, Sarr again. He's played a lot of we have to give. He's played a lot of minutes in it. The reality is, and then you've got Maddison in that 10 role with Kulu. Maddison's gonna be starting. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you have to now integrate Bergvall because he's been playing well. So that's why it's very difficult for him to rotate the midfield. I hear that. However, like I said, instead of signing that pussy hotel, what we should have done is sign a damn midfielder. Like I was saying, the whole of January, blood. And no one wants to listen to me because I'm always angry after we lose. No, that's fine. That's fine. These men can hold it. Now they've got Balloon Huffer and Mr. Racist in midfield. I don't want to hear shit. Hold that. Hold that. Hold that. That's your midfield three. You got James Maddison. My guy. He went Turkey, got the hair done. I see you, Maddison.
Yeah, I see it now. It's not.
You thought I would have noticed, Maddison, yeah? It seems like everyone who goes to Turkey comes back and they're in form. Gabriel
got the hairline now.
Gabriel done it. He come back.
You got 7 years.
I'm telling you, when you get out of bed, you go into the mirror to just look at yourself, and you see a hairline that used to not be there. Yeah. It just fills you with a certain level of Madison's already one to have that confidence and arrogance in it.
But now with hairline.
Now we saw his hair thinning. It probably dipped his confidence a bit. And he's come back now. He looks in the mirror every morning and sees a crisp hairline. Like, this is me now.
I'm ready to score some goals today. I want to interview.
Balling, fam.
He said, I want to interview at the end, bro. I want them to ask me the question. Man. I need to score an assist so that they can ask me what's going on. I need to show this again.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Moving like Isagi from Blue Lock, bro. You know what I'm saying? He wants all the interviews, wants to score the winning goal. He
Yeah,
wants to
bro.
chat the most shit. You know
Main
what I'm
event.
saying? Yeah,
He
bro.
wants to be. It's main event time, and that's what I want. That's what I want Madison to be. I want arrogance, bro. This is what I'm trying to say here. We haven't got no players that have chest to demand 350. One, obviously, because I know they're not good enough. But I want players that are good enough to be able to be in here and be saying, nah, that's what I should be earning. Players of that quality, players of that ilk. I need that. I need to start seeing that coming into the club again. And even this talks about we might be getting rid of Paratici, bro. It's worrying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't stay here with Lange.
Yeah,
alone.
that brother's
Is what it is.
a
Fuck
fucking
Lange,
idiot.
fuck Paratucci, bro. If they both want to leave, they can both fuck off. But are you listening?
Not for me, bro.
There's better sporting directors out there.
There are,
There
but
are,
we're
but
not
are we
gonna
gonna
get them.
get
We've
him?
already got a good one. We've got a decent one. Like, man can't act like Paratici's not good, bro. We
If he
can't do
doesn't
that.
want to be here, we can't. If he
You
doesn't
said
want
he
to be
don't.
here, bro,
He
he's
don't want to be
going.
here because Lange is there. Because Lange is
Not
in the
just that.
position. Why would?
He wants to go back to Italy, bro.
He wants to be a
Bro, no
Conte,
one ain't
probably.
heard him say that, bro. We don't know if he wants to go back to Italy. This is what people
No,
said about Conte.
we
bro.
do know. We know he's going back to Italy. He's going
What,
to
because he's got
AC Milan or
offers.
Napoli.
We don't know. It's not a fact. No one's not said he's going back to Italy 100%. We don't know if he's going back. Obviously, he's got offers and deals, and it sounds enticing. But you don't know. If you was to turn around to him and say, "Yo, you can have your proper job, bro. You're in charge of like all the sporting football stuff," then he might just say, "Yeah, I'm cool here. I wanna do that." If he leaves with that proposal, then cool. We know you just wanted to go anyway. Right now, we don't know. But if you're telling him that Lange has to be in front of you for you to stay, of course you're cutting, bro. Like, you're big Paratici. Why would I be underneath this idiot? Like, what's he ever done in football for me to be underneath him? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'm saying that I'd rather keep him, bro. Try and keep him. Yeah, there are better sporting directors out there. Are we gonna get them though? We don't know. We've got something decent here. There's no point of throwing that away and then wondering, okay, yeah, now what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Everyone looks settled, bro.
Well, unfortunately, the time for us to buy like high quality players with that demand wages, we can't do that anymore. That time was like 5 to 10 years
4 or
ago.
5 years ago, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At this point, that was the time when we were competing. You know what I'm saying? When we were making finals, when we were competing for the league year in, year out, getting Champions League football year in, year out. Now we got to kind of just basically do what we did before we got to that Champions League stage, which is build up players young, try and keep them in the squad, see if you can start competing before they want to leave, and then we can add players on again and start the process again, innit? It's one of those ones. Because like we're 13th, outside chance of winning the Europa League. Plus Levy don't want to spend the money as well. I don't see Levy. I see Levy looking at this being like, why should I spend big money now? That's the way I'd guess he's feeling, because he's spent what 400 mil. Whether it's Andrew signings or not, he's Levy has spent 400 million, and the team is 13th. No Carabao Cup, no FA Cup.
But
Barely.
then that's so shit, because that's you spent 400 million, and then that's where you as a owner have to turn around and look. Well, yeah, but look, I spent it on a player that's getting paid 50k here, a player that's getting paid 70k there, a player that's getting paid 90k there. They're crap. Everything you've bought is rubbish. Like, you can't just look at the receipt now at the end and be like, oh, well, this is shit. Like, you know what you were buying? Didn't you do research into these things? But the real truth is you did. This is your policy. So you can turn around and say you spent 400 million. Spending 400 million ain't a lot. These mid-table teams are spending up to 100 million now. Whether it's through selling players or whether it's through whatever money they earn or whatever throughout the season, they're still spending big money that they weren't spending before. So the thing just goes up like that every time. So him spending 400 million now is the equivalent of him spending 150 back then, which is what he will be doing. Like,
I hear
you know
it.
what I'm saying? These
I hear
things
what you're saying.
change. So he can't
One
really
thing I would say though, is that, like, for example, Conte, innit? There were players that Conte didn't want that were brought in, innit? Like Longley and Jed Spence and them, man. But at the same time, Romero was brought in someone he wanted. Udogie, Bentancur.
But Romero wasn't brought in for Conte. Romero was brought in for Nuno.
For Nuno, so yeah, but what you call it? Kulu and Bentancur on loan. You know what I'm saying? Udogie. I think Vicario.
How much
as
did
well.
they wait? Sorry to cut you, bro. How much did they give Conte to spend overall? Do we know?
I remember they were making noise about Conte is going to be given 150 million.
No. In his whole time at Tottenham, how much did he spend? How many players did he sign?
All right, so we got Udogie. Udogie was about 13 M's. He was cheap. He wasn't expensive.
Yeah.
We got Longley on loan, so that wasn't any money. We got Perisic for free. We got
Bentancur and Kulu
Richarlison for 60.
Richarlison.
Kulu was.
When do we get Van de Ven?
That was for Ange.
That was for Ange, okay.
We got
Kulu
Porro.
was 47, I believe.
Something like that. But he was in some package thing. We paid his thing in some weird stuff. Bentancur was quite low. Bentancur was for the low. It was about 18, 19 million, something like that. It was for the low. And then we got Pedro Porro, I think was the last one we got under.
That was 45.
Conte's rate. 45.
That was like 40, 40 to 45, something like that.
He didn't get. Did he get a keeper? He didn't get no new keeper. We had
he got Fraser 4-star.
Rubbish. But that was for free as well. So
the one
he got. If you look at the money spent under, that's barely 150 million in his whole time that he had. And
but what I'd say though is that
he got Spence.
And Spence as well. 21 mil.
But what I would say though is the money is low, but in terms of players that Conte would have wanted, like Bentancur and Kulu, he would have wanted those guys. He would have wanted Udogie. He would have wanted Porro. If you want to talk about Forster and Spence and Longley, I hear it, innit? But there are players within it that he wanted. They just so happened to pay a little bit of money or get them on loan with an option to buy in it, which is what happened with.
But then out of all those players that we mentioned, how many did he really end up using? Perisic, Bentancur, and
Porro.
Not Porro.
He used Porro.
He never used Porro. As soon as we got Porro, he left. He had Porro for about. He had Porro like a short period. As soon as
he went back to Sporting, right?
He never used Udogie. He never got to use Udogie.
He never. Conte left.
Yeah,
when he had Porro for 2 games.
Yeah, he had Porro for literally like 2 games or something,
and then he left and he got sacked in it.
Yeah,
and he scored against Southampton.
Yeah, there you go.
I hear it in it. But like in terms of players that fit his system, that's probably the better way to put it. In terms of players that would fit the system, he'd want to play in it.
Definitely.
Take away Forster, take away Spence, I guess, at that point. Take away Longley, because my man's just shit regardless. In terms of the style he wants to play, that man fit it. When Andy come in,
my man's saying there, Conte's transfers isn't what you bought him. Did you get him what he specifically asked for? It's true to an extent though, because obviously I'm of the understanding of the club. Like we're Spurs, isn't it? We're not Man City and Chelsea. Like we know we're not gonna get every manager, every player that they're gonna want. We're not gonna always be able to. We're not gonna always. But in my mind, everyone just always uses the Bastoni thing. I never heard Conte say, "I want Bastoni." Bastoni's a top quality
player. You're never gonna hear a manager come out specifically say what player he wants, isn't it?
True, but then but everyone can't hold him to that and say, "Oh, he wanted Bastoni." What manager wouldn't want Bastoni? That's a top defender. Like obviously, any manager would want him. So you can't just be like, "Oh, Conte wanted Bastoni." He didn't say only Bastoni. I'm sure he was like, "Yeah, can I have a defender of that ilk?" You get him Longley. Like it's Longley's weird though. Longley's a really weird case because I just see him playing for Atletico the other day. I was like, how did you get here? Like I was like, because I was thinking he was even at Villa playing Champions League. I'm like, how do you keep falling upwards? Like things.
You know, he is. You know, Choupo-Moting, bro. You know, Choupo-Moting, bro, the brother from Stoke. My man was at Stoke, then went Bayern, then went PSG. It's like, how the fuck are you getting all these big deals, bro?
Some people just get bussings. That was the worst one. Was that that Branthwaite? Was it Branthwaite or Braithwaite? The one that
how the fuck you get how you get to Barca, bro? Like, what's going on, fam? I don't know how these man. Adama Traore was at Barca for a little bit as well. How the fuck he get there? I don't know, bro.
Some stuff them times. Barca was going through some things. Still going through.
Don't know how he got there, fam.
Crazy.
But it's just a thing of like with Ange, like there are obviously players that have come in that he didn't want, but there are players that have come in that he does want. Like he very specifically wanted Odegaard. He wanted Brennan Johnson to the point where they overpaid for him. He wanted Solomon. He wanted Solanke.
Why haven't we called him from loan yet, by the way?
Who man Solomon? I don't even know if it might be a politics thing, to be honest. I don't really know about what's going on in terms of that whole situation that's going on out there, innit? But it might be a politics thing if I'm guessing. I'm not gonna lie.
And where?
Israel and that.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about what's going on there, but because I think because my man's Israeli, might be some politics there if I'm guessing, but I don't know. But in terms of like there are players here that aren't performing that he's wanted at the club. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of those ones where it's like if you can't make the signings you wanted work, then it's an issue, isn't it? Especially when the rest of the team aren't performing. And yeah, money's inflated, but Levy's already someone who's not willing to spend money in the first place.
Yeah.
So you finally made Levy spend some money, and it's like it's almost like a gotcha moment because now Levy's like in his mind he's probably justified that good thing I didn't spend all that money that time ago because now I've actually started spending money on players that you wanted. Because Archie Gray, 30 million because someone else went from Tottenham there, I forget who it was, and then 8 million on Bergvall. Like, yeah, they're not Ange signings, but 38 million on 2 youngsters. You know what I'm saying? It isn't breaking the bank.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know
It's
what I'm
more
saying?
than that. Because how much did you spend on if you put Odebert in there as well?
But Ange wanted Odebert. But
was
Ange
that
wanted him.
Odebert and Bergvall?
No, Archie Gray and Bergvall.
Archie Gray and Bergvall.
I'm assuming them two were club signings, not Ange signings, isn't it?
Okay, right. I
Saying,
get what you mean.
You get what I'm saying?
Nah,
so like
Ange wanted Archie Gray.
Yeah.
And
he wanted him.
Yeah.
So take off Archie Gray then. Bergvall is 8 mil. So that's not exactly breaking the bank, you know what I'm saying? And then Kinski was 10 mil. You know, so what's that? With like 18 mil. Maybe I'm missing a couple players. Let's say it's like 30
and
mil
Kinski,
or something.
if I'm not mistaken, came from a club that is owned by ENIC as well, I'm sure. So there's probably just
Slavia Prague owned by that. I'd say there's probably some intermingling going on there anyway.
Yeah, they didn't pay for that. They just told him,
so
him, and that's just
so they're not breaking the bank for youngsters and saying you have to play them in it. Like Bergvall's obviously turned out to be worth way more than 8 million, isn't it? But in terms of the rest of the signings, Ange either signed off on them or he wanted them.
Ange a budget in the summer. It's Ange that wanted Johnson. I wouldn't get the money.
Yeah, so like Ange wanted Brendan Johnson. Obviously Odebert played well before, but Odebert he wasn't great up until now. He has a lot of potential, but he wanted Odebert. Solanke's been good for us, but it doesn't justify overpaying for him either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Archie Gray, 30 M's. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bit iffy on that.
Wasn't he 40?
He was 40, but they sent, I think it was Joe Rodon, they sent for 10 million back over to Leeds. So it was really 30 mil. We paid 40 and then Leeds bought Joe Rodon for 10. So it's basically a 30 million transaction, and it's one of them ones. But all of those ones. And then who else has my man brought in? He brought in a couple extra, man. I think Saar was already under Conte. But basically the signings that Ange has brought in, they're not the best players in the team, or they don't look like the best players in the team, or anything like that. If anything, Brandon Johnson looks like one of the worst players in our team.
And Vicario.
Apart from them two, yeah. They look like some of the worst players in the team, like realistically. Like,
what did you say about Madders? You wouldn't put Madders in there.
You know, it's about Maddison, yeah. The fan base don't rate him. He's not the
best. He's not the worst.
The fan base don't rate him.
I've got my opinions on him. It's not that I don't rate him. I just think that, again, on days when we're at our best already and we're already playing well, Maddison plays well. But I think on days when we're really shit, Maddison's really shit. And it's not the other way around. Like, I feel like it should be, or sometimes I feel like when you're really that player and you're really at that level, even when everyone else is around you is crap, I should still see you as the shining light. I should still see you holding it down where I can say, yo, that's my player. That no matter, you see, when we were crap here, but Kane was still Kane. Like, there was days when the whole team was actually shit today, but Kane is still Harry Kane. No matter what's going on, if he gets a chance, he's banging it. If he gets
that's the problem, R1, isn't it? Like, people confuse floor raising with ceiling raising. This is why, the hate for Maddison. I don't like saying hate because it feels like it's more than football. Like, it's just football, innit? But or maybe it's more than football to these man, innit? But in terms of where Maddison is, it's like Maddison's a ceiling raiser, he's not a floor raiser. Harry Kane's a floor raiser. So like, you can put Harry Kane in any team and you get better. Maddison's a ceiling raiser. So if you already have a set system and Maddison benefits that, he will take you up to the next level. It's like we see it in basketball. Like, obviously, I'm pretty sure the man in the chat don't really know too much about basketball. But
look at LaMelo
in terms of, you know what I'm saying? He's a floor raiser. Look at Jokic. He's a floor raiser compared to like SGA, who's a ceiling raiser. You know what I'm saying? He can come into a good system and make you all time good. Jokic can start from a shit group and make you into that because he's a floor raiser. Harry Kane's a floor raiser. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in that like he's in those conversations. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Madison
he can pick
ain't.
you. Madison's
yeah,
not that. Madison's not
he's
a
not
floor
that.
raiser. Right? If
He's
you're
not
already
that.
down there, he'll go down with you.
He'll go down with you.
But Kane will
Exactly.
That's
save you.
why he got relegated with Leicester,
Exactly.
bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
He will
saying?
go
Like if
down
he's surrounded by players that aren't that, he's
Yeah.
gonna be not that as well. Like you
Exactly.
can see moments of brilliance from him, but
And I
people,
feel like
think,
we haven't got one player that's a floor raiser.
we don't. That's really
We
the issue.
haven't got. I
We've
like
been
that
so
analogy.
used-
You know, I'm gonna run with
Yeah,
it.
we've been so used to having Kane in the squad, yeah, that we assume that any person that's gonna come in is gonna be a floor raiser like that. Like it's not that. We've gotten too used to having a floor raiser to where we can have any type of team around them. And as long as we have this one player, we'll be cool in it. It's like we want to find that player. And but we thought it was Madison, it's not Madison. We thought it was Kulu, it's not Kulu. It's like we don't have a player like that no more. So I feel like in order for these men to work, we need to have a good team, and then they can raise the ceiling level. We can't just have these bozos around these men and then expect them to just carry the team, fam. It doesn't work, fam. This is why Kulu's best season is this season, and we were 16th at one point.
Yeah, exactly, because that's how low the level is, really and truly. Like,
yeah, it's like that's
it's
what it is.
a low
like,
level to be saying you're the best at. Like, it doesn't make a difference when you're 15th and you're the best. Like, it does for you personally, but for the squad, like, it's like that's an indictment to how shit we are. Then,
so it's one of them ones. You gotta put them in a position to succeed. You gotta give them a coach that knows how to make them both work on the pitch. You need to give them a good squad with like all around pieces that could do a proper job. Not like a couple good men here and the rest of them are bozos at any given moment. You need to give them some consistency, and then they'll raise your ceiling to a top four, competing. But like having Bentancur and Basuma in there, nah, it's not it. You know what I'm saying? Having Romero on a dead day is like, what's the point?
The
you know what
problem
I'm
with them as well, yeah. My problem with them two in particular as well, yeah, is because I look at it and I think I don't know necessarily if what you have problems with are stuff that's just tactical. Like, again, when last did Basuma play? Was it Bournemouth that he played?
Bournemouth. He played against AZ, to be fair, but he played Bournemouth.
There was one game he played quite recently.
Facts, Bella.
No, I agree with what Bella's saying, 100%. I mean, it's been my main thing with why this Madison here is inconsistent, because they expect Madison to drop deep, create the play there, get us out of situation, playing out the back. Then he has to be the creative spark in the midfield, and then he has to go score the goal as well. It's like the things they ask from Madison is that they don't ask from any other player, fam. Like
Madison
that's why I feel like
only in attacking zones for my liking. Especially if he's gonna drop deep, he's got to drop deep at a time where it's like, because the thing is, I don't see him doing enough like diagonal passing and things like that. So I don't really know what his is saying like that. But I feel like when he comes deep, that's more what you've got to kind of unlock it with a pass. And I don't know if that's necessarily something he has in his locker like that. Like, I don't know if it's something. But where I would like to see Madison is places where you receive it and you're in tight spaces. He's good there. He's good in tight zones where you can.
Why for receiving?
Shimmy. Oh yeah, burn up. Why for all of that? Yeah.
Hey, nah, Jay is on the moon, you know. Me and R1 having proper ball talk. Jay's just there, just making off on the moon, you know.
That one still, but why?
Hey, yo.
But then anyway. See, I don't even want to say tight zones. I feel like that's even just.
Yo, this whole
I feel like the whole window's gone left. I don't even want to say tight zones, bro. What should I say? Like angles. When you receive the ball,
my bad. I got you.
It's ball to feet, innit? Ball to feet.
Ball to feet. You know, even that sounds kind of
That sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now it sounds crazy.
What the fuck?
Even that's
ball to feet. Football to feet, innit?
That's all. I'm saying,
this is all fiery. This is all fiery. Pattern up. Alright, say that.
He can. How am I gonna word it, bro?
Man said pattern up here when he's the one who just threw a wrench in the whole convo, fam. Like, man took a mod wrench and threw that in the convo.
He just needs to. He just needs to turn out of danger. Let's put it like that. When there's danger, he's good at evading the dangers. You get it? He's good at all that. I want to see him doing that and close to the box. That's where I want to see him. Mainly close to the box, either shooting or getting off these final passes. That's his best thing.
I actually think we commit too many men to the midfield, which is
Way too
because
many.
we don't commit
5
too
man
many
in
people
there
to the attack.
that don't do anything.
Yeah, it's like because I've seen Ash break it down in Ashmatic in it, and I know they want to do triangle passing in it, like because obviously if you space off in triangles, you can move the ball up and kind of leave the defenders helpless. But in practice, it doesn't work. We've seen this for 2 years now. In practice, it doesn't work, especially at this stage in the season when you've been playing in 4 competitions. Like it doesn't work, and all players have to do is just zonal mark, and you'll get taken out the game. That's pretty much all you have to do. Like they don't have to mark players because the whole thing is that players will get pulled out of position. Bro, if they just mark an area, they don't get pulled out of position because they're all in the area, fam. And that's pretty much what people have done against us. I see it at pretty much every time someone low blocks. They don't get pulled out of position because they know that that's what people are trying to do. They're trying to pull them out of position with all this inverted, all this passing and moving, all this
Also,
rotation.
why this doesn't work here is because you've got to be so fine-tuned at everything that you do. So when I look at Man City, they don't play exactly like us, but there's similarities to their style of play. Not so much inverting fullbacks and that, or they invert differently and do little different tweaks. But all in all, it's a very similar, highly attacking style that they play. Yeah, especially without Rodri, who can spray passes. Without him, it's a bit even more. They've got to play similarly to us. But when I watch what they do, it's like every touch is on point. Every pass is passed properly. Like it's not overhit, underhit. Every shot is taken when it's supposed to. Not all the time, but little things like that make so much big differences. And these are the things where I just have to say sometimes it's not all tactical. Like there are times, that's why going back to my point about Basuma and Bentancur in particular. When Basuma controls the ball, I can guarantee you he's going to do a baggy touch about 3 times a game.
Yeah.
Within 60 minutes of a match, he's going to do 3 baggy touches that he has to chase. And I can think of 2 times that he's done that have cost us this season. And there's more other things that he does that, in my mind, it's just purely not tactical. This is you. This is things that I don't care if you're playing 6, I don't care if you're playing 8, I don't care if you're playing right back, I don't care if you're playing left back, bro. When the ball comes, you must be able to control it at this level. Because I was watching Real Madrid, and I know we're not Real Madrid, but I was watching Real Madrid, and every touch is on point. Like, they know what they're doing here. Like, you see sometimes things don't work out, like when your patterns of play and whatever, you get tackled, intercepted, that can happen. But on the majority, everything's on point. The passing to the control, to the concentration, to the scanning what's around you, checking your mirrors, all of these things are always on point. With us, it's not. It's like things like Porro. I get that you need to go forward sometimes. I do get it. But sometimes you do need to concentrate, bro, on what's going on around you. Like, you do need to you've been doing this for 18 months.
That's a mental thing. He's an idiot. He's just dumb, bro.
And this is it. A lot of players, I hit them with that same stick.
Pedro, Sky Scanner, I'll book the flight, bro. Sky Scanner. Shout me, bro.
You're saying straight Spain.
Easy jet. Straight to wherever you want to go. Lisbon, Madrid, Barcelona.
Just send him out Lisa, man, and just done it, man. Because this guy, I'm telling you, he hasn't got common sense. But neither has Udogie. I've been watching him lately, and I don't think Udogie has common sense either. Yeah, bro, that's it. He's just passion. When he scores a goal, he wants the world to acknowledge him like he's flipping Roman Reigns, bro. Like, it's not that. Like, bro,
Thierry hit this. And this is something I've always been saying, innit? It's not a surprise to me, that the 2 most slated players of the clubs are the 2 players that can pass the ball the best, fam. That's Maddison and Porro, fam. They're the 2 players that can pass the ball the best.
Yeah, but Porro
isn't
getting slated.
I actually agree with that.
Lack of passing. He's getting slated because he's also a fucking defender, which he does not do.
Which I understand, innit? I understand, but
he's got great passing. Go on.
The problem is that Ange's system demands runners. It doesn't demand tech, which is why Kulu shines.
But this is why Ange's a bigger problem.
That's what I'm saying, because has to go. Because it's one of them ones where, like, obviously Porro didn't get much time under Conte. He got a couple games in it, but
that's who you should have been playing under.
That's who. Not only is that who he should be playing under, he shouldn't be inverting and doing all this stuff, because Porro, like, I'm not. This is why I give certain players, because obviously Basuma, I believe it's his confidence. But as R1 said, if you can't control the football in it don't matter what confidence in it. It's crazy. And then players like Werner goes without saying. Players like Brendan Johnson goes without saying. These are men where it probably is not gonna. They're not gonna change under any manager. But players that are actually good footballers, I believe Porro is actually a good player. I believe Madison's actually a good player.
I think it's definitely being misused. Like I will say that to go from Michael from Poland's point, I will say that I wouldn't cry if Pedro Porro leaves, because if this is how he's going to be playing, then I'm not gonna miss that. But
I hear it.
If we get a manager that uses him as a wing back that is predominantly, don't worry about defending, just help out defensively and just worry about getting crosses into the box.
Yeah, because it's like I'm not gonna blame
that's
the
what
players.
we should be doing.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna blame the players, and this is why, like at the start when we were like, "Oh, can we win the Europa League?" I was like, "The squad's good enough, the players are good enough, but it depends on the manager could take us there." Because I'm not. So like I can't blame the players all the way for how we're playing when it's the manager's tactics. You get
I
what I'm
don't blame
saying?
them all the way. I just blame
You know what I'm saying?
individuals for certain things that they do.
Yeah, which is fine.
I blame the manager fully, but I blame certain individuals. There's certain things.
Yeah, but hold on, man. The problem is, what we're ignoring is that the things that these individuals do are costing us games. That's the problem. That's why I'm so harsh on some of the players.
Because, I understand.
For example, if you look at the Basuma, right? Look at the North London derby. We ain't won a North London derby for 3 years, man. Then I just want to let that sink in. 3 years we haven't won a North London derby. Yeah, you get the ball. It's 1-1. All you have to do is just simply, boom, bang the pass back to Spence. You're through. What does he do? Tries to turn out, gives the ball away. Trossard runs down the other end, scores. We lose.
There you go.
These individual Brennan
Chelsea, he did the same thing.
One more thing. Porro, if you look in that Bournemouth game, instead of just passing it infield to into the space, he tries to do the more difficult pass and spray it out wide to Johnson, who, by the way, doesn't have a first touch. Okay. Not only does he misplace the pass, but then Kirkes takes the ball, runs down the other end, and shows him exactly how you whip in
what you're supposed to do,
and slaps it bang on the penny, bro. Boom, they score. This is my point. Individual errors are costing us games, man. They're costing us games. So when I'm going through to looking at us going through to a quarter-final or a semi-final or even a final, these men have to be switched on. As much as tactics, these men have to be switched on as well, bro.
And Jay, to add to your point, that's my
only thing. It's like they switch off sometimes.
And to add to your point,
you know what I'm saying?
To add to your point, because a lot of the fan base want to get onto people like Romero and be like, blah, 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 blah.
Nah,
he's
fuck
shit.
Romero.
And he's this. Cool. Hold on, though. But hold on. Because if people want to do the whole, he's shit, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Well, which is it then? Because he can't just be shit, because these are individual errors that he makes. Am I right or wrong?
This is what I'm trying to say.
He makes individual errors. So if you're going to blame, because then people will say, but it's tactical. It's because it's high line. It's because of this. It's because of that. Bro, is it individual errors or is it tactics?
My honest point is that divorce settlement is crazy. I can't lie to you on that. But that's the point I'm trying to make it. And it's like our mistakes get punished more because of the situation the tactics put us in. Because I remember that Basuma goal. One thing you forgot, Dragoshin is literally, he's on Trossard. Trossard shoots right at Kinski and the ball goes through his hands and it goes in. So those are more individual errors. Like Basuma obviously put us in a predicament.
Yeah.
But there were still two different passages of play. Yeah.
There were two other passages that caused that.
That caused that goal in it. And there's only a mistake from the keeper. But look at that.
He started it off under zero
Basuma started
pressure.
it, yeah.
And
100%.
Remember when he did the same thing versus Chelsea? Because I always remember this Chelsea game.
Gave the penalty away.
Penalty. Him and Pat Sarr,
must come off today. He must come off now at half time, because I knew what was going to happen. As soon as the second half started, the balls come down. There's nothing around him. When I mean nothing, I mean like, bro, bro, it's like an island to himself. Like literally, he had the whole place to himself. Somehow, he's managed to do a baggy touch out of nowhere. He's already controlled it. Now he wants to go forward, but the touch has gone so far forward that he now has to chase it because it's not in his possession. He lost the ball, ended up slide tackling the guy, missed the slide tackle, come all the way back and conceded the penalty. Things like that.
Yeah.
That is complete. Like, I can't blame a tactic for that, bro. And you consistently do things like that. It's not like, oh, that was just today because you're playing here today. And you do it all the time.
No, the problem is Basuma though is playing in his natural role, which is why we know he's a bozo. You get what I'm saying? Brendan Johnson, but that's why he's a bozo. That's what I'm saying. That's why he's a bozo. But we can distinguish players who are being not marked down, but players who are performing worse because of the system and players that are just rubbish in it. We know the difference. Like when Romero, like for example, like Brendan Johnson, we know that he's not technically a right winger, but he's played right winger for 2 years now. My man's just rubbish in it. We know this. Basuma, we know the man's just rubbish in it.
Yeah.
Benson Core people have
not
a
even
different
just
opinion
that, but if Johnson was good enough to play through the middle, he would have been played through the middle already.
Yeah, when Solanke and Richarlison were injured in it, but he's rubbish. We know.
But he hasn't been played.
Timo Werner, why is that? We know man's rubbish in it. But it's, you know what it is, yeah.
No, you're spot on. I agree with Elijah still.
I beg you go back to the comment before this one. The problem is they aren't being coached. That's why their individual errors happen. For me,
I wouldn't even say that. You know what I would say is that the manager's coaching and his tactics put us in a position where the errors are more fatal. That's what I'll say.
All right,
that's because every other team makes errors because they're all human, bro. They're not robots, innit? But the problem is that the system is so wide open in defense, and we have no one in attack in the box that when we lose the ball, we're at the mercy of the other team. That's the problem. So when Porro makes that pass and it gets intercepted by Kirkes, the reason he can just bolt down the fucking line and cross it in is because there's like 2-3 men at the back. No one's really coming back. Everyone's already up there. Rushing back, Porro's inverting
up and down, so it's
long. What I'm saying?
All the way back.
I get what I'm saying. So
with Porro, I don't really put Porro in the same bracket as I put Bissouma. I put Porro in like a separate bracket where I know that you could be utilized differently. Like all these things that happen, I do blame a lot of it on tactics, and it's not helped by the fact that he's not very he's not really like a concentrating type. So him having to play this role, it's like anti to anything that how he plays football. With Bissouma, I cannot give him that, bro. You play centre midfield. I don't want to keep hearing about he plays 8, so he can't play 6, and he plays this, so he can't do that.
It's close enough, bro. He's played both.
You are in the centre of the park, bro. You are allowed to go and do 8 stuff. No one tells you that you can't dribble and get round there and get forward. Man are talking about 8. This guy can't shoot. This guy can't pass. So what 8 qualities does he have? His dribbling is meaty. His dribbling was good in the first 10 games. What 8 qualities does he have? For me, his best qualities are intercepting passes and a little slight tackle here and there. That sort of, it was reading the game, but now I realize he can't really concentrate. Not being able to control the ball, not being able to pass, having to chase every touch you make, making poor challenges in the center of the park. These are not tactics, bro. That is individual. You can't coach. How much coaching do you need to be able to control the ball? How many times you go to training every day, bro? We're not going to do separate training.
That's basics. That's the basics.
That's the basics. Yeah, players who can't do the basics.
Master the basics. Then you
players who can't do. There are players in this team that can't do the basics. Basuma, Brendan Johnson, Timo Werner, man, them like that. Them man are not good enough regardless. We know that there are players that can't do the basics, and there's probably players I've left out. I forgot. They can't do the basics. Them man will be shit in any system, innit?
Exactly.
Porro can do the basics, which is why I'm like,
all right. So for Fulham,
we're gonna draw.
Because obviously we've got our full squad back now, innit?
I still see it.
I think we've got international break, so we've got a little bit of of time before the next Europa League game, which means we should be expecting to see a fully fit squad and that. I know the man them are. We're just kind of. We don't really. No one gives a fuck about the Prem.
We're probably gonna rotate a bunch of players, though. If I'm being honest, so I'd say we draw that store.
I'll say we lose. We'll probably lose.
I don't know. I think you know what it is, yeah. Fulham on their day, let's check with Muniz and Raul Jimenez. They can score some bad boy goals in it because they're not only are they strong, they're acrobatic as well.
Yeah.
But the problem is that they're not consistent. Their man don't bag that much, which is why they're at the level they're at. So I feel like their man could easily miss like 3-4 chances, and we just happen to score one. And I can see them equalizing in it, and that's just how the game goes. So that's why I say it's a draw. I feel like they'll get more chances. I think Vicario will put in a shift. They'll probably have to put in more than his usual shift. You know them ones. And I feel like they'll just miss enough chances to where we can get away with a draw if we score one in it. It's one of them
I do
ones.
hear that. I would say I think we're gonna draw as well. Because I think Fulham they'll out tactics us, that's for sure. So we'll get out tactics by Marco Silva. So they'll win the game there. It's just if they can finish whatever chances they get, and they do score that create chances to score goals. So I don't think they won't score versus us. Like you said, Elijah, they got Traores, they got Jimenez, they got whoever else up there that they even a Wobie comes in pinches.
It will be, yeah,
bro.
man.
You know what I'm saying? I can see these guys coming in and causing a little bit of a problem. So I believe that I hear that it's a coaching problem in general, but with certain players, it's more than just a coaching problem. With i.e. Basuma, it's not just coaching. That this is things he will do regardless. He's just not really that good. But going back to what I was saying about Fulham, I think I see a draw. I think we'll still create some kind of chances either way. Because we've got a more fuller squad. We can use Odegaard on the right wing. I think he has more of a threat over there. In terms of our fullback pairing, I don't know what our strongest fullback
I dropped the video, Marlon. What are you talking about? I dropped the video yesterday. Yeah. Man, you just late, Marlon. Hey,
big up
Spurs King, though. Big up Marlon, man. But yeah, check my channel, man.
But yeah, man, I feel like we will create some chances. I feel like we should score a goal or two. I see a draw personally, man.
Yeah. What are you saying then? Score predictions.
1-1.
1-1.
Damn. I'm gonna go 2-1 Fulham. We ain't winning. Hey, I don't care, bro. I don't have no faith in this team. I don't give a shit. They can't fool me, bro. They can't fool me. I don't care. I have no faith in this team. I have no faith in the players. I don't have no faith in the manager.
We got Marlon every time, man, to get the hat out. Man.
We got Marlon, man.
Not like that, bro. We got Marlon.
You got locks under there.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir. I used to have locks in it, so that's why I had the hat.
Did you? Oh, that's why you got the hat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Have locks. Yeah. I used to have it, bro.
Okay, but for real though, man. In the chat, they're saying 2-2.
Brush them, man. Nah, we're not.
No, I think we're gonna rotate. I feel like we'll see like a front three of like Tell, Odegaard.
I think Tell should get some minutes, man.
Tell Odegaard and Werner.
On the left.
That's exactly what he's gonna start.
Oh, Werner, bro. Oh my god.
Tell Odegaard and Werner, blood.
If I see Werner, because bro, we've got like 6 left wingers, bro. Like
Werner, bro.
He doesn't have no reason to play at this point, you know. Like he's at the bottom. He's at the bottom of the list of right wingers. But you see where we're paying him like 160. He has to make appearances, bro. Levy's gonna say, I'm not paying this man this money. You saw what happened with Ndombele, bro. I was paying this guy like 200k a week and I never saw him. That's never happening again. So this is what we have to understand. You're actually right. Like I don't know if he was being sarcastic or what, but we might very well see Werner. Because I feel like I haven't seen him in like 2 games.
Oh man, so bro! If he plays Werner instead of Mikey Moore, I can't be asked for him.
This guy's not playing no Mikey Moore, bro. He's not playing Mikey Moore. Don't ask me why, because look at what Ethan's doing. Look at what Lewis Skelly's doing. Look at what Yamal's doing. But for some reason, and what makes it worse is you're bringing in other 19-year-olds and 18-year-olds and they're making it seem like he can't play because
he's that's the biggest problem.
It doesn't make sense.
We got other kids there
2 years older than him. Like,
other kids here coming in and playing. We got Tell coming in who's 19 playing. We got Archie and Berber come in and play.
Odegaard is 19.
Odegaard come in and play. Odegaard's got the point where he can bench Son. He can replace Son in the starting lineup, but Mikey Moore can't get no minutes, bro.
But man's talking about, he can't play, he's too young. What are we doing here?
Bro. But are you listening, people? It's been a good show, man. We're going to wrap this up here because, as you can see, I'm very tired.
I'm tired too, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going back to bed, blood. So, subscribe to the channel. Get me all of that good stuff. Follow all the guys. I'm gonna just refresh the stream. You'll see both their links. Their links will be there. Make sure
Big
you
up the chat as well, man. You know, always
Big up
there,
the chat.
man.
You lot have been
big
cold,
up the
man.
chat, man.
See you
We
lot
love
every
you.
time, man.
My
Man.
cavemen and cave women, big up. The community's growing, the cult's growing. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Thank you, man. Every
Soon.
time.
Yes, sir.
When we get to 5K subs, we'll have a cave party. You know what I'm saying?
And soon we're gonna add more structure and that to the show. What we're doing, man. Sooner or later, we'll add more. You get me?
100%.
We'll take it further. Right
just
now,
help me get monetized, people.
Yeah, bro.
Subscribe
Let's
That's
get
the main thing,
monetized
innit?
first, man. Let's get
We need the
monetized, man. Let's
monetization.
get Jay some bands in the pocket for the knowledge he's spitting right now, man.
100%, fam.
Come on, man.
100%.
We're close, man. We're close. You know what I'm saying? We're getting closer. Just smash that subscribe. I don't know how many likes we're on, but like the video up as well. And yeah, I'm gonna catch it, man. Oh my.
Oh, just laughing at that. Wait, which one am I? I'm Victor Moses because he has a prem. So I'm Victor Moses. I don't know about you can pick between the rest.
Hey, Tel's gonna have a medal when he goes back to thinging it, so
nah, that's not prem though. That's not prem. Has Moses got Champions League as well? I feel like he might have sneakily snuck something else in his back pocket as well somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe a Barca, maybe I don't know, bro.
He's got some couple trophies.
No, he played for Real Madrid, didn't he? He played for Real or Barca. He played for one of them.
Yeah, I'm getting close. I'm on like
Me 4,000. I've got my 4,000 hours. I just need 80 subs, bro. It's one of them, fam. I've got mine.
I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. I'm like over halfway there. But yeah, people, I'm gonna catch you in the next stream. Goodbye. God bless. I'm out. Peace.